everyone, and welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's weekly forecast. My name is Terence Gardino. The week begins on Monday, June the 8th. Now, this is an important week in that on the 5th, just this Friday, was a full moon lunar eclipse, the first of 3 eclipses over the next 6 weeks. In another week, on June the 21st, is going to be a new moon solar eclipse. So we're right in the middle of the first 2 eclipses. One of the rules of thumb in astrology is not make any life-altering changes the week before or the week after a solar eclipse. Eclipses will expose and reveal a lot of hidden information. A lot of things that have been repressed come to the surface. Eclipses are really shaking us out of our usual routines. It can bring in exciting new energies. It can also eclipse important energies out of our lives, where you live, who you love, with a job, as an example. But it is, as much as it could eclipse a job out of your life, it could unexpectedly bring in some exciting new opportunities. It just depends on your own individual horoscope. So, do not make any really important decisions this week. Let's start with Monday. The moon that sets the public tone is in Capricorn. Capricorn is practical, sensible, grounded energy. The moon goes into Capricorn once a month for 2.5 days. By midday on Monday, it's aligning with Pluto. So there could be this compulsive, have to work hard, be more intense energies. But then it crosses over Jupiter. So whatever that compulsive, intense energy that was being triggered, at least right after that, we're feeling more optimistic. Maybe it's like we had to face a fear, and then we realized there was no fear, and then we're feeling relieved with the Jupiter. On Tuesday, now the moon is in Aquarius for a couple of days. Aquarius is more friendly, sociable, outgoing, more group-oriented. That's Aquarius, where Capricorn is nose to the grindstone. This moon in Aquarius by midday is going to be in a square, a hard angle to unpredictable Uranus. This could be some unexpected surprises or excitement to upset. But then right after that, it's in harmony with pleasure-seeking Venus. So whatever this unexpected surprise was, it ends up with really good feeling. The moon to Venus, good for partying, socializing, forgiving. On Wednesday, now Wednesday's an important day because the moon is going to be void of course for all day into early Thursday. I often mention each week about this cycle. When the moon is no longer making any aspects to other planets in the chart while it's in that sign. And then as soon as it leaves that sign, it's starting to trigger the other planets all over again. So when it's not making any aspects to other planets, the energy is flat. So it's important to just stay on your routine, keep at the job, but don't do anything, try not to do anything new, because the energy is flat. Plus we're in between the eclipses, so anything that's really important, really forget it. Especially on Wednesday at 7:35 a.m. Pacific time, where it goes void until 2:30 in the morning the next day, Pacific time. The early part of Thursday, the sun is going to be in conflict a 90-degree angle to nebulous, foggy Neptune. And we'll be feeling it from the end of Wednesday night, but all through Thursday. This is, let's stick with the positive. First of all, the sun is putting a spotlight on the positive of Neptune, to be altruistic, to be of service, to be healing, to be empathetic, could really awaken the imagination and creativity. But most of the time, when the sun is in tension, conflict with Neptune, it's triggering the foggy, confusing energy. So it's not a good day for thinking really clearly. And so you don't want to make really important decisions, which is also in between the eclipses, but also you don't have the focus. Your energy may be down. You might be tired. On Friday, the moon is now in Pisces, more sensitive, caring Pisces. But by the late evening, early evening, late evening Pacific time, it's going to be crossing over Mars and Neptune, which are getting very close to aligning. So on Saturday, the Mars will exactly align with Neptune. That happens every 2 years. So from Friday evening all through Saturday, even lingering into the first part of Sunday, Mars, Neptune. Well, let's look to the positive, the spiritual warrior. Mars is the warrior energy. Take charge, be assertive. Triggering Neptune is the spiritual energy. This could be also doing a lot of not just spiritual work, healing work, psychic work, and just really, devoting your time to helping those less fortunate, getting involved with charitable fundraisers, and etc. That's the positive of Mars to Neptune. The dark side of it is that Mars wants to be assertive and take action and move forwards. And the Neptune can diffuse and weaken and take all that drive and courage and feel like the rug is being pulled out from underneath you. One of the things you always have to be careful about with Mars, Neptune, on a more mundane level, are scams. So, if you are being offered an opportunity that sounds way too good to be true, well, it's not true on a Mars Neptune. You are being cheated, so you just want to be careful about that. By 2:30 in the afternoon on Saturday, the moon leaves this dreamy, idealistic Pisces that didn't help matters with the Mars-Neptune, and goes into more dynamic, fiery, action-oriented Aries through Sunday. So more physical, more feeling more fiery and alive. Be careful about impulsiveness with the moon in Aries. And by the early evening on Sunday, Pacific time, the moon will be in conflict with Mercury. The moon is our emotional influences. It's the subjective in conflict with Mercury, the objective, the rational. So late Sunday evening, maybe early Monday morning, depending on where you are, you might just be feeling very confused about what to believe and what to think, and communications with others may be too influenced by previous prejudices. Before I sign off, I want to remind you I'm available for a one-question offer for a nominal fee. You can find a direct link to order it in the description box below the video. The time of birth, if you can at least find an approximation, and put it in with your question. It'll make sure I can give you the best response. So I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next week with my next segment. Until then, be safe and well.